Hey guys, it's Ryan here, and honestly, I'm really mad right now. So, if for whatever reason you didn't read the thumbnail, you should have read the thumbnail. Um, Kwon Alexander got signed by the 49ers, and Nick Foles got signed by the Jaguars. So, I'm just gonna talk about how I feel about this, and honestly, I'm pretty mad. So, you guys probably know that I'm a Buccaneers fan, and I did not want to see Kwon Alexander go if you saw my latest video. Or a couple videos ago. So yeah, the 49ers signed him for a 4-year contract worth $54 million. That's about what I thought he would get. I said about 50 for 4 years, so I was actually really close. Um, but yeah, I thought he'd be on the Buccaneers. Um, yeah, I wanted him to stay for sure, but it is what it is. All right, and Nick Foles got an amazing contract. He got 4 years, $88 million with a max value of $102 million. That is insane. That's a ton of money. Um, I didn't think he'd get anywhere near that. I thought he'd get paid pretty well, but I didn't think he'd get that much money. Dang, he's probably I think he's a top 5 most paid quarterback in the league right now, if I'm right. My opinion, that's a lot of money for him, and I don't know if that's sustainable. So I don't know if that was honestly a good choice by the Jaguars. I think they should have gotten him like they did, but not paid him that much. That's a lot of money, especially for 4 years. That's a ton of money. So yeah, that's how I feel about that trade. Literally, right as I'm making this video, like 20 seconds ago, I got a notification that Terrell Suggs is expected to join the Cardinals. As most of you know, he used to be really, really good. He's still decent. Um, I think it's his 16th or 17th season. He's been in the league for a long time, and yeah, he was on the Ravens, and now he's going to the Cardinals. It looks like. So yeah, and then Landon Collins got a massive deal with the Washington Redskins for $84 million on a 6-year deal. That's a lot of money. I think he deserves it, though. I think he's a really good safety, and that's pretty cool that the Redskins are getting him off of their rivals, the Giants. So good for them. I think it's a good sign. Might have paid him a little bit too much with $84 million and then 45 in guarantee. So yeah, I think they paid him a little bit too much, but I think he's definitely worth it. I think he's a really good player. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go to the top of this list over here. The Atlanta Falcons put a franchise tag on Grady Jarrett, worth about 15.2 million. Yeah, he's a good D tackle. I totally see that. And then Baltimore Ravens, Nick Boyle re-signed with the Ravens, a 3-year contract extension worth 18 million with 10 million in guarantees. Um, it's not bad. Maybe a little bit much money. I don't think Nick Boyle is really that good. I don't think he's anything special. But there's nothing really wrong with that besides it's a little bit money for him. Too much money for him, in my opinion. And then the Bills signed Frank Gore for a 2-year or a 1-year $2 million deal. He's getting up there in age, but not bad. They need a running back. He might help out a little bit. Kevin Johnson is expected to sign with the Bills. He's a good corner from the Texans. I don't know how much money they're gonna give him or anything, but that sounds good. Tyler Croft. I don't know who that is, but it's a tight end signing a 3-year, 18.75 million dollar deal. I just got another notification. I'm not gonna spoil it because I'm about to talk about it in a second. And then the Buffalo Bills also got Jordan Phillips. I don't know who that is. He's a D tackle, a 1-year, $4.5 million deal. And then Greg Robinson re-signed with the Browns on a 1-year deal, worth up to $9 million. And then the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, they franchise tagged DeMarcus Lawrence again. Was that the 3rd year in a row? I know they did it last year. That might have been the 3rd year in a row they tagged him. They need to sign him to a big contract. Um, the team placed the franchise tag worth more than $20 million. Wow, that's a lot of money for the end. They need to sign him to a long-term contract. And the Cowboys also signed Jason Witten, who came out of retirement. I'm kind of glad about this because I didn't think he was that good of an announcer, and I mean, I haven't been watching football for 10 years, so I didn't see the early part of his career. But when I watched him play, he wasn't the best tight end. He wasn't anything special to me. So yeah, a 1 year deal for 3.5 million, but could be worth up to 5 million. So that's a pretty good deal for him. They do kind of need a tight end, so I see where they're coming from on there. And then Danny Amendola, he got cut by the Dolphins. If you guys didn't know about that, and then he signed a 1 year deal that includes 4.5 million guaranteed and a base salary, but can be worth up to 5.75 million dollars. And then they also signed Justin Coleman, cornerback. I don't know who that is, for a 4 year, $36 million deal. Trey Flowers, wow, he went there. He was with the Patriots, and he was an underrated DN too. I thought was good, and a 5 year deal worth more than 16 million per season. Wow, that's a lot of money, but I think it's worth it, honestly. Maybe 13 would have been really good for both sides, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. And then Jesse James, the Steelers tight end, he's signing a deal with the Lions, but we do not know what that is right now. And yeah, and then Jadeveon Clowney, placed on the franchise tag by the Houston Texans. That's what I expected them to do. He's a good player. He's a really good run stopper, one of the best DN run stoppers in the league right now. But not too great on the pass. Yeah, I see why they did that. I think that's a good move by them. And then the Colts re-signed, Margus Hunt, D-line. I don't know who that is. A 2 year deal worth up to 10 million. Jaguars, I already talked about that. Nick Foles, 4 year, 88 million with a max of 102 million. That's crazy to me. And then Chiefs, they placed a franchise tag on D Ford. I was not expecting that. I was expecting them to trade him or let him go or something, because he's only had one good year. But he had a really good year last year, one of the best. And they also signed Carlos Hyde to a 1 year, $2.8 million deal. Yeah, I think Carlos Hyde's a really good running back. I think he's underrated slightly. Not slightly. I think he's underrated. And yeah, I think that's good. Only $2.8 million, and it's a 1 year deal. So I think those are two good moves, I think, for the Chiefs. And then the Chargers signed Denzel Perryman, a linebacker, to a 2 year, $12 million contract extension. Um, I I think I haven't seen the Chargers play that much, but I think he's pretty good. I don't really know too much about him, to be honest. And then the Rams, Dante Fowler, they re-signed him. I don't think he's anything good. I don't think he's worth a re-sign. I don't think he's good. Um, yeah, 1 year, 14 million. What are you doing, Rams? Why would you do that? He's not even that good. He barely even helped you, and you gave up a decent amount of stuff for him. Uh, yeah, I think the Rams are gonna fall downhill pretty soon for a couple years, just because all the money they don't have. Um, yeah, and then Eric Weddle, signed a 2 year deal worth up to 12.5 million. See, Dante Fowler is making 14 in just 1 year, and he's gonna help them out a little bit. He's gonna be a decent player for them. And then Eric Weddle has a 2 year deal worth 12.5 million, which is 1.5 million dollars less, and it's 2 years long. So Eric Weddle is going to greatly help their team, in my opinion. I think he's a really good safety. I think he's going to greatly help their team unless he falls off one of these years, because he's getting old. Yeah, I really like the Eric Weddle decision by them, but I think bringing Dante Fowler back is just a poor idea. And then for the Jets, they they signed a Jamison Crowder, wide receiver, a 3 year, $28.5 million deal worth up to or worth 17 million fully guaranteed at signing. Wow, please tell me who this is because I have no idea who this is, and they're paying him that much money. I must be missing something here. I've never even heard of him. Yeah, please tell me who he is in the comments, where he's from. And then Philadelphia Eagles, Brandon Graham re-signed a 3-year contract extension worth $40 million. I think that's good. I think he's a pretty good D end. Yeah, I think that's a good re-sign by them. And then Malik Jackson, I cannot talk right now. Sorry. He was signed also by the Eagles, a 3-year deal worth $30 million. And I'm pretty sure he's the D tackle from the Jaguars. I'm pretty sure he's from the Jaguars, yeah. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers signed Raymond Foster, an offensive guard, 2-year deal worth $8.25 million. I don't know who that is, but that's a decent amount of money for a guard. And then Kwon, I'm not going to talk about what the 49ers did. The 49ers placed the team, what am I saying? They placed Robbie Gould, their kicker, who's a very good kicker, in my opinion, on a franchise tag. Doesn't say how much, though. And then Mike Pearson, or Person, I don't know, Mike Person. He's an offensive guard. We signed with the 49ers on a 3-year deal, and the amount of money has not been announced yet. And then the Seahawks, they franchise tagged Frank Clark. They did this about like 5 days ago. I think it's a really good. I think it's a really good deal for both of them because Frank Clark, in my opinion, is a good D end. I didn't really watch the Seahawks play that much last year, but he had a really good year. I know that. And then yeah, 17.1 million. I mean, that's what you get if you franchise tag someone. Yeah, I agree with what they're doing. Waiting another year to see how he does this year. If he does good this year, they're probably gonna give him a long contract. I don't remember if I already said this, but the Buccaneers re-signed Donovan Smith, who I think is a not good offensive tackle. When I've seen him play, whenever I see the Bucs play, I never see him do good. He just looks like he's never giving full effort on anything. Like every other play, I'll look over and he misses the block, and he gets lucky so many times, and then I rarely see him make any plays. But I'm really mad about this. I think this is terrible. They re-signed him for a 3-year, $41.25 million deal with $27 million guaranteed. I think an average, very average offensive tackle to get paid that much money is I don't want to talk about it. And then the Tennessee Titans re-signed safety Kenny Vaccaro, with yeah, on a 4-year deal worth $26 million with $11 million guaranteed. I don't know too much about him, but if they're paying him that much, he should be pretty good. And then I already talked about Landon Collins. So yeah, that's my free agency video. I might have to make another video to update this once it officially happens and more stuff happens by the end of the free agency. But that's what we have so far. Overall, for you Buccaneers fans that watch me, and I'm pretty upset about what we've done so far. We let Kwon go, but we sign an average offensive tackle to stay on our team and probably not even help us. Yeah, I'm pretty upset about this. And then we let Jags go to the Eagles. I actually don't think I mentioned that. Yeah, Jags got traded to the Eagles, or he got signed. I don't know. I'll have to look. But yeah. So in the end, thank you guys for watching. I'm a little upset right now about this, but it is what it is. Some teams made some really good moves, like the 49ers. Yeah, it's good. It's a good free agency year so far. A lot of exciting things are happening, and yeah, see you guys. Please like and subscribe, and see you. Bye.